I love this. Let's work on this a little bit. Double your PR time, the 200, and add 4. That's what you should be running in the 400. So, to run a 48, what do you have to run the 200? 22, flat. To run a 46, you have to run a what? 21. To run a 44, which is getting down close to record, you have to run a what? 20. How come nobody can run a 42? It's because nobody can run a 19 in the 200, right? Nobody can do that. So nobody can run a 42 in the 400. Do you see how speed kind of makes, yeah. Oh, and he also says, I love this, that your first 200 needs to be fast, but not a PR, right? We've seen that, right? He went out too fast. Okay, it needs to be PR plus 1. So if you have that stud that can run a 22 flat, where should he be at the halfway mark? 23. Is it going to hurt at the end? Yes. And that's why he's going to run a 25 in the second half. There's no such thing as saving it. You've seen people save it before? Run slow early, try to kick. There is no kick in the 400, ever. So I love this. Van Niekerk ran his first 100 in 10.7. He came across at the 200 mark at 20.5. He ran 20.5 in the first 200 of his 400 when he broke the world record. You understand how speed is kind of important? Oh, by the way, that is PR 200 plus 1. So what, by Ernie's math, he should be around what in the 200? 1950? I think speed's kind of important, guys. It's like, oh, he died. In the world record holder ran a 12.05 final 100 and still, oh, because he ran hard early. Oh, Michael Johnson, the guy who he beat, finished much better, 11.52. But Michael dogged it in the in this first 200. He only ran 21.22. He dogged it. He just jogged. No. So no, you got to be fast. It's going to hurt like hell. Keep telling your guys it's going to hurt like hell no matter what we do. If anybody ever comes over and says, Coach, at the end of the 400 felt easy today, tell them that maybe try to break 70 next time. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's going to hurt every time. And your brain's going to say, Coach didn't train me good. No, we trained you perfectly. It's just going to hurt no matter what. I get emails like this all the time. People want me to remote coach their kid. He said, this is a true story. He said, PR in the 100 is 12.5, PR in the 200 is 25 flat. But his 400 is only a 54 because he dies at the end. He has no stamina at all. What did I tell him? Not fast enough, man. He's running that 400 just right. Just right. Oh, by the way, your 200 time should be double your 100 time. So a 22 flat guy should be able to run a what in the 100? 11? Yeah, give or take a few hundreds. So if you're going to be like Marcellus Moore, let's see, I'm doing the math right now. He ran a 20.88. 10.44 was his 100. Actually, it was 10.31 the next week. So it's around that. It's around that. That's just the numbers. By the way, some people say the girls is more than a 4, more like a 5, because the girls more of an endurance race in the 400. I still think it's all speed, but the math doesn't work quite as well for girls. Marcellus was able to run a very untrained 400 in 48 because all you have to do is run 19 miles an hour for 48 seconds. 19 miles an hour for 48 seconds. The problem with the distance guys is that 19 miles an hour is their top speed. But Marcellus could run 24.3 in practice. In practice, he was running 20. I think when he anchored our 4x1 at the state meet and ran a 9-3 split, I mean, it's still amazing to see. But I think he probably hit 25 miles an hour. Remember, Bolt went 27.6 for a 10-meter stretch, 27.6. Nobody's ever done that, ever. Most of the best sprinters in the world can't hit 27. So, this is the secret sauce. How do you take guys that are terribly undertrained and get them ready to run the 400? I really believe that the season for me is learning how to sprint further while not getting broken. So this is what our 19-week season looks like. Red means danger. What's danger? Lactate workouts and meets. We always take the next day off. Yellow means don't burn the steak. Caution. Caution. And green means go home and take a nap. Cat sleep 20 hours a day. So 42% of our season is green. 42%. Now, our distance guys don't have as many off days, but that's the way we do things. If you check up here, there's never a week where we have more than 2 reds in a week. Never, ever more than 2 reds in a week. Oh, you could try it, but you're going to get guys hurt. They're going to hate it. So my lactate workouts is where we are running at 400-meter pace or faster. We are running at least 15 to 25 seconds. It could be up to 40, but guess what happens when you're running 40-second runs? They're not as fast. So I choose 15 to 25. Anything less than 25 is just kind of, it's not full acidosis. I mean, 15 seconds of sprinting will get you half sick. Incomplete rest. I want them feeling poisoned with the next rep, because I want them to experience the poison they feel at the end of the 400. But we have to have enough rest to repeat at a performance level the stuff. If people fail in a lactate workout, it's your fault. Too early, didn't sell it, not enough rest. Yeah, you need to win the damn workout. And that's us. Poison before the final rep. You never allow failure. The volume is between 400 and 800 meters for the last 6 years. We have never gone over 600 meters of total volume. We've never run a 600, but you know, like our biggest workout in the last 6 years, 200, 200, 200. That's our biggest workout. We ran 317 last year. We're okay. You got to sell it. I apologize to our guys. This sucks, guys. You know, my freshmen will be like, what are we doing today? I said, we're going to run 23 seconds twice. They go, that sounds easy. And the seniors are like, this sucks. Our goal is biochemical toughness. I tell my guys all the time, they are tough. They are tough. But some of you are not biochemically, they don't know what that means. But I'm a chemistry teacher, and yeah, we got to bullshit with them sometimes. You know, like, okay, we will get biochemically tougher, and I think you become biochemically tougher after just one lactate workout. We do like 3 of them before our first meet, and we usually win the 4x4 in our first meet at like a 30-team meet. Tomorrow we have a day off. Whatever it takes to get guys, plus I get really caffeinated, and I am much more animated, caffeinated, hyper, excited for a lactate workout than I am for a track meet. Because the kids will reflect you, just like we reflect them. So if I make it a big deal, I think they will too. So we do the 23-second drill, we do the 4x4 predictor where we do 3 times 150, and we do one where we do 3 times 200. They look really similar, but they're very different because this one you got to run at 200 pace, and it's really, really hard. You get really sick. And with that one, you learn how to run the 400. So it looks the same, but we start the year, we love to do this indoors because they come right back around to me. And then we do these two, we progress to these two outdoors. Oh, by the way, you can look these things up. I've written articles about them. We run a 178-meter track. We run solo. We put pylons every 5 meters so we can easily measure. It is amazing. How many of you have done the 23-second drill with your team? Isn't it amazing how hard they go? When you flip the time distance thing, instead of being timed, we are going to run for a distance. They just go. They kill themselves. It's really cool. Marcel's school record, he went 2:10 and 2:15 on a 178 track. Oh, that's 24 seconds. I give him an extra second because we're real tight curves, short track. If we were outside, it'd be a 23-second drill. For girls, add 3. So a girl would do add 4. Girls teams, from what I hear, do a 27-second drill because you want to teach them their goal is the 200. Okay. Yeah, there's an article online, so I won't. This is what it looks like. Now, there's probably another guy, like if we have 3 coaches with stopwatches, we could have 3 guys running, but they're not racing. He went exactly 200. Here's Marcel setting the school record. Now, we had started another guy. He's a pretty good sophomore, but he wasn't Marcellus. Yeah, we run lane 1. It's awful. But that's what we've always done. Oh, yeah, go to the outside. I wish we would have always done it on the outside. I love data. Gosh, it's like 15 years of doing this. And so each class has like an honor roll, and we have the guys in red were all staters at some time in their career. The guys in yellow ran on my team last year. We had a pretty good team. Marcellus Moore is not on the record board here because he graduated early to go to Purdue, and it was COVID anyway, so we didn't even miss him. It hurt though when I was told that he wasn't coming back, but whatever. So this stuff is really important. We put the first effort, and then 8 minutes later they run another one, and they try to get within 5 meters of the first one. And some guys will get sick, but they understand that they will become biochemically tougher, and that probably won't happen next week. So I'm going to go a little faster because I only got 8 minutes left. I can go over a little bit. This is my favorite, where we do 3 times 200 with 3 or 4 minutes rest. We just walk diagonally to the other side of the track. You're supposed to run the first one like the first half of the 4x4 at the state meet. All out? Is that all out? The first half of no. It's like PR +1, right? It's like fast and loose. It's fast, but make it look easy. It's fast, but you know you got more running to do. So kids really learn how to run the 400. We run in single file and we time with free lap. Start cone, end cone, 200 meters. We have a 10-meter run it. And we go fastest to slowest. Your fastest guy probably needs to learn how to run by himself. Going to be out in the lead a lot. Everybody else is kind of like, if you're gaining on somebody, you know you're doing pretty good. And hopefully nobody passes anybody, because then you have to sort out times. That happens once in a while. We always run with the wind. Great weather preferred. Okay, here's the math. sum of the times, take 2/3 of it, add 2. Let's make it easy. You run a 25, 25, 25. 2/3 is 2/3 of the sum, 50, plus 2, 52. That guy can run a 52. It's a great way to bring meaning and significance. It's great to post those times. My kids believe, I mean, they totally believe that if they do a predictor that's a 52, they can run a 52. And they can. By the way, the first one doesn't suck. The second 200 kind of sucks. And the third one is god-awful. What does that sound like? It sure does. It sure does. It reproduces the 400 better, and it teaches kids how to run that first half of the race. So this is last year. 47.90 for a predictor. He ran 47.70. 49.51 for a predictor. 49.38. 50.87 as a predictor. He led off in 49.50. He had a bad third run on this day. He ran 26 on the last one. Must not have been feeling well. And this guy ran a 50.95 predictor. He ran 50.20 at the state meet. This is the team that ran 317 for us last year. So everything's the same with the 4x4 predictor, except for we go 3x150. If you want to know where the 150 mark is on a track, middle hurdle, 300s. So you can either run the second half or the first half of the 300s. You can either end at the curve or end at the finish line. And we do not say fast and loose, make it look easy. Well, maybe make it look easy because you don't want to be like, because you'll die. But basically, it's like you run 3 hard 150s, which will make you more acidic than the other one. This is a bitter, bitter pill. Okay, the math is just the sum of the times. Sum of the times. So if you ran a 16, 16, 16, you'd be a 48 guy. 16 second 150 is not easy though, is it? That's why we don't have many 48 guys. Oh, by the way, it is a fly-in though. 10-meter run-in. So it's more like a relay split than an actual 150 race. So to break the world record in this drill, you would have to run 14:33 3 times with 4 minutes rest. Sounds impossible? Well, like one guy in the world could do that. The guy who, like Van Niekerk, might have been able to do that. You say, well, nobody can. Oh, yeah, if you're a sub 10 sprinter, you should be able to run sub 15 in a 150 fly. Sure you can. But it's not easy. And man, that rest is very incomplete. And you're going to feel sick as hell at the end. There's just no getting over it. Even the guys that make it look easy, they've been trained to make it look easy. It's still hard. Okay, does it work? Well, this guy ran 48.28 in the predictor. He ran 47.70. Owen ran 50.27. He ran 49.38. Alex went 49.50. No, 50.29, 49.50. And then every one of these is within 1 second for both of them. For both of them. It's color-coded because, like, these two were done, this is Easton on 2 different dates, 3 different, so it's like, these were on different workouts. But overall, these are like the top 10 of the year. This guy will run this year for me. This guy will run this year for me. Gonna have to find 2 more. Anyway. This guy here, I did not coach him, Plainfield Central High School, but his coach was a first-year head coach who was a thrower in college. And so being a smart man, he asked me to help him. And so I know the workouts this guy did. He did everything Feed the Cats. He hated the 400. Those times were good though at the state meet, right? That's really good. His hardest workout was the 600 predictor. Oh, and he did these things 2 days in a row at the state meet, Friday and Saturday. And he did these 3 things, rolling schedule at the state meet. So he did these damn things in like an hour and 45-minute period. They're all jammed up. Amazing. And he went on to be a national champion and NCAA champion. And now he's a pro. So these people that say like, oh, Feed the Cats guys, they don't ever compete at the next level. That's BS. Benerick, he's pretty good. He's a Feed the Cats guy, Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Who else? Oh, the guy from Minnesota. Actually, he ran in Florida. Fumbele, Feed the Cats, Hopkins, Minnesota. The year that he was running, they brought a staff of 7 down from Hopkins, Minnesota, to learn how to train him. So yeah, you can produce really good kids. Having said that, every phenom is a phenom before they meet their first good coach. I did not create Marcellus. He ran 10.80 after his 8th grade year in the summer, national record in the AAU. Now, he ran 10.40 for me the next spring. That's all right. That's world record for 14-year-olds.